Hey guys, Mr. and Mrs. Flashback here to start the week off with Monday. We had a okay weekend. We didn't meet goal by $12. So that's okay, but
Today's Monday. If you're new, this is Linda. I'm Cameron. We're going to go over what's sold in our online business. We sell on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and all those platforms. We buy stuff at garage sales, try to flip it online for a profit. Today we're going over Monday sales. It was not that great of a day to start the week off. How did we do?
We had 7 sales across one platform for $190.
We're pending a couple payments. I got like a 50-something pair of jeans, $40 hoodie, $40-something Tyco track set. So there's some sales there. If they get paid, they could come through, but it's been very slow today. Let's get into it. We'll show you the items first, but stay tuned because you'll see Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday sales after this clip. So first
up, we've got Hot Logic. This is a 12-volt mini portable oven, basically. It's like a lunchbox all in one.
Yeah, if you look on the back, you can like plug it in and it'll like keep things heated.
That's pretty cool.
So, yeah.
And that sold for $44 shipped, and we did get that from R&R.
So that's pretty good.
Next up, we got a Funko. This is Zenyatta from Overwatch.
Yep.
And he sold for $16 shipped.
Not a whole lot.
Then from the Video Game 500 buy, we've got a Nintendo 64 Rumble Pack. Sold for 23 and some change.
Never really used these when I was playing, but...
Really? In Cruising America, you could use them because then when you would hit like bump stuff, it would rumble. Or when you played, what's that one with the monsters? Rampage. Every time you'd hit a building and stuff, it would rumble.
Well, I think a lot of games, like I think of shooting games and stuff, it would work, but I just
Well,
don't think.
sure
I don't think I ever.
that's
Plus,
the
you had to
games
put
we
batteries in here, and I think we were always not gonna have batteries, so.
I never had. I
think
didn't
you
have
have to
battery one.
Yeah, they have. They got.
Ours didn't have batteries.
Well, this one takes batteries.
That's lame. We just plugged it into the controller.
Anyways, yeah. Next
up, one of our system design interview books from our bin store sold for $29 shipped. Yeah, I gotta clean it.
It's got a little mark on there, but that's okay. We have 3 or 4 left of these. We sold 4 or 5. Got them for $2 a piece.
Then from the Video Game 500 buy, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sold for $27 shipped.
Tournament fighters, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this guy's like super needy. Bunch of questions. Can you include a plastic dust cover with it? And it's like, dude, that wasn't in the listing. So, and plus you don't make deals after the deal is done. Yeah. Like I had a guy the other day who bought something and then was asking me questions after he bought it because he wanted to make sure he got the price, but then he wanted to check to see if all of his questions were good. And it's like, that's not really how the process works.
No.
You ask questions ahead of time, and then if you want to buy it, you buy it. But some people are just that way. So, anyways.
Then one of my flags sold. This is a Christmas one, actually. This is a cat watching Santa cross the moon. Adorable. Oh, it's a cat with a mouse.
I think
and he's got a Christmas bow.
Cat on the moon, dude. Huh? Oh, is that a cat?
That's Santa.
Oh.
Going across the moon. And that sold for $15 shipped.
So far, we've sold 2 flags. Yeah. So one on Mercari and then this one on eBay.
And I paid $30.
I don't think you're in the profit yet.
Not yet. One more flag, maybe.
Maybe 1 or 2 more flags should be in profit. So she got a whole bunch of them. Next.
And last but not least, we have Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. This is the box set. Sold for $25 shipped. Picked it up at Savers.
This set always sells. We sold the Spanish copy for like $45. Usually we get these in the little tiny paperback ones, like the little trade paperback ones.
This looks like a nicer set.
Yeah, they're a little bit nicer, but usually they go anywhere from about 20 to 30, $35 depending on what set it is. Some go better than others. If it's super old, probably more valuable, but obviously the Spanish one sold better. But yeah, great little set. If you get this for a couple bucks, it usually will sell for around that 25. So
yeah,
that's it. That's all we got right now. And we'll be back. Well, actually, we'll just show you what sells. If something else sells tonight, we'll show you in the next clip here on Tuesday sales. We're back with Tuesday sales. How did we do?
We had 16 sales across 2 platforms today for just under $530.
So a pretty good day compared to yesterday, which wasn't so great. But let's get into it. You did numbers. Let's go over the items. So first item is...
First up on Poshmark is this. Something you wouldn't expect. But this is a Calphalon R USA anodized teapot kettle. Made in Ireland. Sold for $30 plus shipping on Posh.
I think I paid $5 for it. It's listed on all the platforms for around $40. 30. I took a best offer of 30 plus they paid the ship. So pretty good there. Next, eBay.
On eBay, our theme today is media. So first up, we've got this set, 3-set Sorry. First up, we've got Francine Rivers. This is her books 1 through 3, Mark of the Lion. Those are paperbacks that we picked up at our local library's used bookstore, and they sold for $18 shipped.
They were 75 cents each, but it was half off day. So we got them for whatever that would be.
37.5 cents.
No, I have 3 of them. So I guess we're, a little over $1 into them. So pretty good deal. I listed a bunch of kind of Christian fiction books. Next
up, we got Zola's Introduction to Hebrew, paperback, sold for $35 shipped.
That was $1 at a garage sale.
Then we have one of our Rake's Bears, not one of our circus ones, but one new one
it's part of the same buy.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Where'd
just
she
wasn't
come
listed. She was over there in the corner, and I found out she wasn't listed. Just like the other one we sold the other day. There were 2 over here that weren't listed. That are not circus, but a part of the same buy. This is just a box. You'll see her on the screen, but you can talk about her.
This is Miss Ruby. She's a dance hall girl from 1992. She is a very limited edition, number 1231 out of 1,500. So there was only 1,500 of her made, and these bears do have that wooden face. And then the rest of them is plush, except
creepy.
for, they are creepy.
I think their paws might be.
Yeah, they are adjustable. So, and
Posable.
she's so posable. Yeah, that's what that's what I was going for. Sold for $65 shipped.
The problem is we've only sold 2. We have a lot of circus ones. These 2 are not circusy, and I think that's why they sold. I think the circus ones, whatever reason, that line isn't as desirable. So, anyways,
just looking up above me at the boxes that look like circus boxes, there's 13 boxes.
Yeah.
But it looks like there's a couple of bears not in a box.
Yeah, they're outside, so wasn't the best buy. At least with these 2, we're making some of our money back though, so that's good.
Then we've got a lot of 20 David Weber books. They're like horror. They're not horror. They're sci-fi and like sci-fi war, and those sold for $38 and some change for the lot.
Yep, so pretty good there. These came in a big bulk buy from Storage Unit Guy. We've already sold off little sets, and these were all by the same author. So
then we've got a cassette. This is Peter Murphy Cascade for $13 shipped out of the Rock and Roll buy.
It's been up for a while. Finally sold.
Then we sold one of these the other day. It was blue.
Yeah, and we also sold the Rolly backpack one.
And the Rolly backpack one. But these are the ones that convert into carry-ons. So this is a Rick Steves convertible carry-on backpack. This one is the brown one, and that sold for $85 shipped, same as the other one.
$10 is what I paid for each of them. So we sold 2 for $85. I think we sold the Rolly one for $75. So very good, profitable backpacks. Next
up, we've got Lord Harry.
Lord Harry.
He is from Thomas the Train. He's a 1997 die-cast tank engine. He's considered rare, and he sold for $13.01. Same as the Peter Murphy, $13.01.
Probably some sale that's on the. They're probably listed the same price.
That's awesome. Then the DVD 800 buy, we've got Orphan Black, the series. We've got seasons 2 through 5, and those sold for $27 shipped, going global shipping program. Then out of the $700 manual buy, we've got an 01 Chrysler Sebring service manual, sold for $18 shipped. Then we got a pair of Reeboks. These are a concept sample 002 shoes.
Yeah. I don't know. They were $5 at a garage sale.
And those sold for $30 shipped.
These are the ones that smelled like weed for a long time. Well, part of that group. We sold most. That's the last one.
There was a lot of those shoes that smelled like
weed. We spent $5 on those. They sold for $30. They've been up for a while. Next.
Then we got a pair of Johnston and Murphy brown leather slip-on shoes, and those are the Hirsch Dose buy, sold for $29 and some change.
I don't usually pick up this brand because it doesn't sell for a ton usually, but I will say I like wearing the slide dress shoes better than the tie ones too. So if I ever bought these, I get it when I have to wear them for work.
Next up, we've got the Angry Red Planet from our local thrift store, sold for $15 shipped.
That was $2.50.
And then Dennis.
This is the guy that sold us all the dead stock stuff, but I went to a sale again, and I just keep labeling his stuff. So
okay, so one of our people that we buy from pretty consistently. This is a Haynes manual for a Jeep Cherokee, and that sold for $16 shipped.
That was $1.
Then we've got another one of our System Design interview books from our local bin store.
It's got to be wiped down a little bit.
Yeah. Sold for $29 shipped. Pretty
$29
consistently on those.
We only have 2 left.
Oh.
And we're done.
And last but not least, we've got Co-occurring Handbook in paperback, sold for $30 shipped.
It's some like treatment thing or like how to, I don't know, co-occurring disorders, substance abuse, mental disorders, different things. This was from a estate sale. I think all the books were $1 or $2 a piece, and pretty good. 2 into 30. That's it. A lot of media, guys. A lot of books, obviously, and then a couple DVDs, backpack. The bear will be the hardest thing to pack, probably, just because of how big it is. It's not really hard, just finding the right box. And probably the best sale is the backpack. You know, $85 for 10 is pretty good. So,
when our last one actually went up to LA, so
yeah, these are pretty cool though. I wish I could find. I never even heard of the brand before, Rick Steves or whatever it is. But one of my sources had a garage sale. I went there and he's like, "You should check these out. These are $50 backpacks." I'm like, "Well, they're more than 50, but okay."
We'll let him think that.
And he goes, "Well, I already looked them up. I got to get $10 a piece on them. But you have to buy them all." I'm like, "Done." $30.
There you go. So, we'll take it.
We have a pretty good working relationship, but sometimes I pay up for stuff even if it's more than I want, and sometimes he gives me really good deals. So try to make it mutually beneficial for everybody. But we'll see you guys in a second with what sells.
We're back.
Wednesday sales. How do we do?
We had 13 sales on just one platform, our main platform, eBay, for just over $3.90.
Yep, pretty solid day. Let's get into it. First item.
First up, we have one of our ornaments out of the Disney 330i. This is Doc McStuffins and Lammy. And she and her sold for $18 shipped, going global shipping program.
And they paid like $20 to ship her or something crazy. So, yeah, pretty good. Next.
Then a $700 manual buy. We have a $97.99 Acura CL ETM, sold for $41 and some change.
We will take it.
Then out of Hirsch Dose, we've got Titanfall for Xbox One, sold for $10.50 shipped. Not half, but 10 and some change. Then from another one of our...
We sold this on Monday, but they finally paid.
Sources. Yeah, this is a vintage high-banked slot car corkscrew track, number 6738, and that sold for $46.50 shipped.
Box is trash, but everything's in here, so... That was $3?
Next up, we've got a Cleveland Firefighters Manual Memorial patch, and that sold for $18 shipped.
This is from our patch buy. It was $5 that we sold a bunch of patches from. This one of the ones that was in there, so very cool.
Then we've got a Lufkin Rule Company dial test indicator, and that sold for $85 shipped.
Forgot what I paid for that. $5 or $10. Pretty good.
Big difference between $5 or $10.
Not when you sell it for that much.
But there it is.
It's still good. Anyways, it's been a while.
Next up, we've got Epic Discover the Story God is Telling, sold for $12.50 shipped.
That was $2 at a thrift store.
Out of the rock and roll buy, we've got Laurel Canyon Inside Story of Rock and Roll's Legendary, and that sold for $24.50 shipped.
It's like a legendary neighborhood, I guess. Laurel Canyon must be some neighborhood, so.
With a pretty cool cover, though.
I don't know what it's about, but sold.
Then we've got, out of the $500 video game buy, Turok 2 Seeds of Evil for N64, sold for $12 shipped. And then we've got a Farberware spatula fork for the Open Hearth Rotisserie, sold for $12 shipped. Next, we've got a Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controller. We picked that up from R&R, sold for $10 shipped.
Not a whole lot, but these do sell periodically.
Then a Cuisinart Pro Classic lid cover with the chute and...
No pusher.
No pusher.
Nope.
And that's from Salvation Army, sold for $30 shipped.
Yeah, we spent like $6 on the whole unit. I think we sold the stem for $12, this for $30, and I think the bowl for $25 or $30, so pretty good deal. Last item?
Last item from the $500 video game buy, we got Yoshi's Story for N64, comes with the game and manual, sold for $45 shipped.
That's it, guys. Pretty good day. We'll see you guys in a second with what sells tomorrow, Thursday.
We match.
Thursday sales. How do we do?
We have 15 sales for just under $420.
Pretty good day. Let's get into it. First item.
First up, we've got a $700 manual buy, a 2000 to 2004 Honda S2000, sold for $92 shipped. Then we got these adorable cereal containers.
Lowest sale. Well, one of the lowest, probably.
This we have Fruit Loops and Frosted Flakes. They're snack containers. I don't know if you specifically have to put that cereal in them, but they're just cool because you just pop them open and it lets you get your snack out. But those sold for almost $10 shipped.
Not a whole lot. We won't make much on those, but they're cool nonetheless. Here's a good one.
This is Michael Jackson, The Experience for Wii, sold for $20 shipped.
That was just listed.
Normally it comes with the glove, but we don't have the glove, so.
Well, you can sell it anytime without it though, but I guess it is a glove. But yeah, pretty good.
Then we've got Osric, an old school reference and index compilation, first edition book. It tells you about monsters and witches and different spells and things.
Either way,
adventure games, I guess. But anyways, that book sold for $80 shipped, and we picked it up at Savers.
That was like $4. Saw it there in the book section. I'm like, that looks interesting.
Yeah, some little nerd was messaging us asking about.
You answered the questions, right?
I did. He asked if it was used, if it was
which it says
hardcover or paperback, and I'm like, both those are answered. And then he wanted to know the publisher, which it doesn't say. He asked for 2 specific publishers. It was like Lulu or. It started with a B, something else, but it's neither one of these. This is actually, it took me a minute to find it. It's Usherwood Publishing. It's on the back of the book. They have an ad for themselves in the back of the book, which took me a while to find, but I found it, and obviously that satisfied him because he bought it. So,
next.
There you go, $80 shipped. Next up from R&R, we got these America Andrew Reynolds skate shoes, size 10.5, sold for $40 shipped.
Pretty cool looking shoes, actually.
Yeah, they're good shoes.
Not my size though, too small.
Yeah. Then we've got Voyeur Walk in the Sun luxury hair oil. It's new in the box. It's one of some of our anyways, that's sold for $20 shipped. Next up we got Gran Turismo 5 for PS3, sold for $9.5 shipped. Then we've got Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey for N64, sold for $14 shipped.
Just sold this, yeah. Just listed, I mean. Pretty good sale for a sports game.
Then we got 2 Honeywell True HEPA air purifier filters, sold for $32 and some change, and we picked those up at Camp 2022.
They were $10 though, but they should still go first class, so not a great deal, but we'll do okay.
Then we've got Special Deliverance by Clifford D. Simic from 1982, sold for $7 shipped.
Not a good one.
Then NFL Blitz for PS2, sold for
PS2. Oh, it's PS1, but it says it can be played on PS2.
Oh, PS1 sold for $13 and some change.
Guys, this one has a bunch of stickers on it. Property of Nicholas. I didn't take all those off, and it's still sold, so don't worry about that.
Property of Nicholas.
Well, Nicholas is going to be disappointed.
Yep. Then we've got this, one of our little vintage perfumes. This is Francis Denis Adolfo perfume, and that sold for $18.5 shipped. Then we've got Royal Plumage. This is a blue and silver tone pin by Sarah Coventry.
She makes a lot of like costume jewelry, I guess it would be.
So this is a cute pin, sold for $14 shipped.
I bought a bunch of pins, like 11 or 12 of them for $1 a piece. I know nothing. We've sold some brooches and stuff, but I don't know a ton about them. I know this name. Yeah, for $1 and already sold in like a week, so I'll take it.
Then our lowest selling game today, this is Midnight Club Street Racing for PS2. This is an old listing, sold for $7 shipped.
Yeah, I thought it would sell for more, but it's a super old listing too. Like very, very old. So it's been here for a minute. Last
but not least, the Jazz 100 by, I haven't heard that in a minute. This is Cruisin' by Junko Onishi.
Perfect pronunciation.
Trio. Yep. And that sold for $13.5 shipped.
Pretty good. So really easy shipping day. I was telling Linda, most of the stuff is really not complicated. We've had a couple of those lately. And I'm pretty cool with the Osric, manual. That's something that's pretty cool. That's unique to look out for. Obviously, our shop manual did well. The rest of it's kind of bread and butter. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in a second with what sells. Or no, we'll see you in the next video with what sells this weekend. Bye.